This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling Podcast.
Are we ready?
Betsy, I'm ready.
Are you ready, Marcy?
Oh, wow.
Can you smell what the Betsy is cooking?
Oh, it's Totino's Pizza Rolls.
Probably. That's a safe bet.
God.
Totino's, please sponsor us.
Please sponsor us.
I
We love you.
I love you so much, Totino's.
She loves you. She's in love with a pizza roll.
I'm in love with the pizza roll. I'm
in
done
love
with the
with a pizza
Nintendo.
roll.
Now I'm on to pizza roll.
That's your new inanimate object that you
Yeah.
are in love with.
I'm in love with it. I'm going to eat the shit out of it and cry, and then find another one.
Wait, isn't there a short that was before like Coco or whatever that was like this lady making dumplings and then it turns into it comes alive and then it becomes like a teenager too cool and then she eats it at the end?
A dumpling?
Yes.
I feel I would have remembered this if it was a
maybe
dumpling.
it wasn't before Coco. Maybe it was before some other animated
Yeah,
thing
what
recently.
was before Coco? Do we know? No?
Nah, me no. Me no.
I don't either. That movie made me cry.
I didn't see it. I should.
It's great. It's really great. It's great.
Okay.
Fucking go watch Coco right now,
I'm gonna
Marcy.
go to my nearest Cineplex that's playing Coco,
Cineplex.
and I'm gonna watch Coco ASAP.
Watch Coco. Okay, Marcy,
Betsy.
I'm going to talk today
Ooh.
about a beautiful theater that is just right down the street from where I live.
You just need to pick the fuzz off. Is
Sorry,
there?
there's a hair on my mic. Right down the street from where I live.
Currently?
Where you live currently.
Oh my God.
It's beautiful. One of the most beautiful theaters I've ever been in. I've seen stuff like Book of Mormon there.
Oh.
What else?
I've seen the musical Ghosts there.
You saw the musical Ghost? I saw the musical The Bodyguard there, which was wild.
Well, I bet it was maybe on par with Ghosts the musical.
I'm sure it was a shit show.
Let me tell you, the first moment of Ghosts, I went with my old Harold Team Cooper for Nicole Byers' birthday.
Fun.
And I'm not name dropping, guys. I'm just saying names that you may or may not know. But Nicole loves the movie Ghosts.
Yeah.
And was like, let's please go see the musical.
Yeah.
So I went, and my friend Paul Welsh, he's a coworker of mine. He's been on the podcast.
He's the best.
The best. I look over at him in the first few moments of the first song.
Yeah.
And his mouth was just wide open, jaw just agape, being like, what is this? And it was really wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
want to see it so bad. Anyways,
Okay.
I'm talking about Pantages Theater.
Woo,
a
Pantages!
beautiful, incredible theater. And guys, it's fucking haunted. Okay? Okay, believe it or not, it's fucking haunted. And I'll just give you a little history, very quick history. Honestly, one line. It was opened in 1930 as a movie palace.
Period.
That's all I got.
That's the history.
So let's just get right into these hauntings.
I
all
like
right?
it. I like it. Less history, more mystery.
Apparently, Alexander Pantages, the man who started it all.
The name.
He's the titular line of the theater or whatever.
The titty line of...
The titty line. He still haunts this theater.
He can't... He's in love with the theater.
He is.
He
Because
can't...
everybody describes his presence and energy as a guardian of types. Just kind of watching over the theater.
Okay.
Which yeah, cool, man. Exactly what he did when he was alive, probably.
Okay. He's just being the GM.
Just being that GM. man. Ushers have seen a man who looks like him walking up the aisle during a performance, and they'll go to like open the door thinking it's a real man, and then boom, he'll melt away. Like as they open the door.
Whoa,
and shit like that.
They're like, this guy's got to go piss.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's gone. He pissed himself away. Oh my God. And one time a wardrobe lady was the last to leave the theater, and it, dark as shit.
Yeah.
And all the aisle lights went out. And she like stumbled over something.
Very funny. Very funny.
I do love that idea of like pitch black, but you hear like her like, ow. Ow. And then all of a sudden like a horse going like
and then she stands up and she's like got hangers all over her because she's the wardrobe lady.
Yeah. But she was like struggling to get up and kind of like getting scared and panicky of just trying to feel her way out.
She was having
up and out.
a one-woman scary movie.
Because goddamn, that's a big theater. Imagine being there in pitch dark and then stumbling over something. Fuck,
she was
that's
like,
so scary.
I had to fix a hill.
Yeah, why did I stay so late? So, as she was struggling to get up, suddenly somebody very gently like grabbed her elbow and like helped her up.
Because the way you moved your hand, it didn't look like they grabbed her elbow.
What did this look like?
I thought it was maybe a tush, yeah.
Tushy?
They helped her
and like helped her up. And as she turns around to like thank the person, nobody's there.
A chivalrous
And so everybody's
ghost.
like, that must have been Alexander Pantages just taking care of the wardrobe lady.
Oh,
That's sweet.
That's so nice. He's chivalrous.
He's very chivalrous. Chivious. Back in 1932, a woman died up in the mezzanine during a show, like while a movie was playing.
Oh no!
And
how?
What? I don't know. They didn't
Let's
say
speculate.
how. How do you think she did?
She was assassinated.
She was assassinated.
By an actor.
Assassinated.
She was assassinated by Joan Wilkes Booth.
Joan Wilkes Booth Crawford.
So she died. Sorry.
So she died, and pretty shortly after her death, people started hearing the voice of a woman singing.
Do we need to get a lint roller for you?
Hearing the voice of a woman singing coming from the mezzanine. Like when they'd be closing up or opening up for the day and nobody was around, they would hear singing. Also, her voice has been picked up by an on mic stage that then like the audience can hear during a live performance of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Was she singing along?
Yeah, like a woman's voice. And it kept going. Like sound engineers often pick up a woman's voice through their equipment.
Oh my God.
And they'll be like, but there's no woman on stage or whatever.
Oh wait, I have a new theory now.
Yeah.
That she wasn't just assassinated, but she was assassinated because she was singing at a movie.
Somebody assassinated. You're just thinking of murder.
Yeah, what's an assassination?
Murder.
Yeah.
But what a funny way of like.
Well, I think when someone's like makes
that
a plan,
man assassinated his wife because she was cheating on him.
I think that would be not incorrect, right?
I mean, yeah, no.
But she was like watching like Charlie Chaplin, and she was like, "Come on, my baby,
come on, my darling."
That's not the word.
Not at all.
Sorry.
Well, they do have everybody has a theory that she was an inspiring singer. Wanting to be an aspiring.
She was.
Now she's an inspiring singer. She's an very inspirational ghost. Like, go to haunt where you want.
Yes.
To do what you love.
Yes. Go be where what you love is.
Go be where what you love is. I'll be haunting you, Taco Bell. So that's kind of fun. And then in another ghost. In 1949, Howard Hughes took over RKO Studios, and he put his offices on the second floor at the Pantages because he could do that. Like, there are offices on the second floor. Because I was reading about Howard Hughes because he's wild, man.
Yeah.
But he, like, one time was staying right before the holidays, was staying at this hotel in Vegas in like the like fanciest suite, and he loved it. And the hotel was like, okay, you have to check out now because we want our high rollers to stay here so they can like gamble and spend money. And he was like, I don't want to, I will stay here. And he bought the hotel so he could stay there for the holidays.
He's like, no.
Isn't that awesome?
I love an immature billionaire.
Yeah. And he also apparently like when he had like an office somewhere by the beach, like Marina Del Rey or something, and he would just like open his window and just fire a gun, like a huge gun
Into
out
the
the window,
ocean?
like just into the world. Isn't that wild?
He should have been stopped.
I mean, he has so much money, he didn't have to be. Anyways, his spirit has been seen roaming around the office areas now, and his footsteps can be heard. He also put Kleenex boxes on his feet, thinking that would stop germs.
Wait, on top of his shoes?
I think so.
Or
I don't
as
know.
shoes?
Maybe as shoes? I don't know. Isn't that sad?
I mean, it's ill-conceived.
Hey, man, if it helped him calm down.
I just wonder why he thought a box would be better than a leather shoe.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
I wish he was here. I wish he would haunt your house and tell us.
Stop. No.
He's going to fly a plane into your bedroom.
The Seattle, what was it?
He was
No,
always...
the Blue Spruce.
Yeah, he was
Like,
always crashing. He crashed like
yeah,
so
he
many
crashed
planes.
a bunch of planes. He would like fly a bunch of planes and crash them and then get hooked on codeine.
I feel like Harrison Ford is our new... Because
I love Harrison Ford.
keeps crashing airplanes.
Oh, yeah.
They gotta stop letting him fly. Okay.
So people who work there, whenever they'll start to smell cigarette smoke, and they'll be like, "Oh, Howard Hughes is here." Like that, like it'll just
Mr.
kind of like
Hughes.
start taking over an office or whatever.
Cool.
A man has been seen sitting up in the balcony watching like rehearsals and stuff, but people are like, nobody should be here, and they're just like, oh, that must be Howard Hughes' ghost. And then one person saw and he always appears as like young Howard Hughes, like tall, skin, young Howard Hughes. I don't know what he looked like when he was older.
Short
like
and
he
fat.
didn't like cut his toenails or something nasty.
What?
Yeah, he like was afraid for a while. He's wild, man. But saw a young Howard Hughes walk through the wall where the door to his office used to be. So he like, and people have heard him like kind of opening drawers and stuff, being a businessman.
Business.
Isn't that fun?
That is really cool.
Yeah, I got all of this info from encyclopediabritannica.com.
Whoa.
And ghost.hauntedhouses.com. But that's the
Ghost.hauntedhouse.
Pantages Theater.
That's really cool.
It's if you're ever in LA and you get the chance, go see a show at the Pantages.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's a really great theater.
Yeah, I got season tickets like 2 years ago with Casey Faye, who was on this show, and we had a blast.
You just went to like every time a new show came.
Yeah,
That's
fun.
fun.
So it was like every like 2 months or so, you would go see a new show, and it was
That's
awesome.
so fun, especially if you do it with a friend. That way, you're like, well, we won't see each other often, but every couple months,
It was
we go.
really nice to be like, oh shit, we have a play this week. Let's go hang out, get dinner, and then watch a show. It was awesome.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
I would go to Shake Shack and then.
Oh, I know. This was before, or like right when
Yeah.
Shake Shack opened.
But
Like,
now
whoa.
I'd be like, I want you to put that cheese all over that burger.
Let's haunt a Shake Shack.
Oh yeah.
That would be a fun, because they have beer too. That would be a fun place to haunt.
Oh, I love a beer drinking ghost.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, I love ghosts. Let's party, dude.
Well, that's the Pantages.
That was really cool, B.
Thank you. Howard Hughes' ghost.
He's gonna. Oh my god, he's crashing a plane.
No.
So.
Oh, yes.
Anyone has a ghost story, paranormal experience, a cryptid,
Ooh.
urban legend, whatever you got.
Whatever
can
you got.
Send it to us at
Please.
funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. Also, hey, do us a little favor. Why don't you rate, review, subscribe,
spread the word,
tell a friend.
Tell people about this podcast,
Please. For the love of
God, please. It's a good podcast. Give the podcast a chance.
Please.
Please.
Don't do it for us. Do it for the pod.
The podcast is good. Let the podcast be in your ears, please. Come on.
Thank you, Betsy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, Marcy.
Betsy, what?
Are you fucking ready?
You know why I'm so ready? Because this person has been a big request from our listeners.
Yes, yeah. We a lot of people are like, when is she coming on? And you fucks, we got her. We got her, and I'm so excited. She's just one of the best in the world.
Truly.
I said it. You can see her on Crashing on HBO. You can listen to her on Raised by TV and Freedom podcasts. She's on Big Bang. She's been in fucking Jurassic World, which is the coolest thing in the whole world.
You were on Orange is the New Black when people were watching it.
Yeah.
When we were all so excited to I mean, I'm sure people are still, but
they're very excited about the show.
Guys, Lauren Lapkus.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my God.
I have to say I've been a little scared of this podcast because scary stories really scare me.
They really fuck you up.
Yes, and I will think about it. Like last night I got scared at my house, just I thought about scary stuff because I was thinking about coming here.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking about creepy, what's the Slender Man and stuff. And I was I just got scared in my own house for a second. I was like, don't think about that. Don't think about that.
Don't think about it.
Wait, you know what's so crazy about me being so immersed in this world is that I literally got annoyed with coworkers last week for not knowing what creepypasta was. I was like, how the fuck do you not know what creepypasta? I mean, where the fuck are you even? They're like, Marcy, just explain it to us.
I know what creepypasta is. Only because of my kind of sweet spot for scary stuff is I like watching documentary shows about people who've been killed or murders and stuff, and they talk about that with the whole Slender Man thing.
Slender Man
I followed the
documentary.
Story of those kids. It was so crazy.
I just got chills.
Yeah.
They did a Lifetime movie.
Oh
did you
my
watch
God,
it?
no.
And they had to, of course, because it was unauthorized.
Because all those girls
they
are still
had
alive.
to change all the names of creepypasta.
They're
And
it's
Slender Man was called
spaghetti?
Ragnar or something. Yeah, we were
my God.
sloppy noodles or whatever. It's so watch it.
That's
it's
really funny.
Pure trash and great, but the documentary is unbelievable.
Yeah. Really good stuff. It's so scary.
It's
just
so
so crazy that
scary.
could happen in real life.
I know.
I mean,
it's so
it's not good.
sad.
If you take a kid that's already mentally ill and then give her a bunch of access to fucked up internet fake stories.
That dad who was just so defeated and I don't want them having their iPads, and then they pan down to his son who's on the fucking iPad watching YouTube, where it's take it away.
Yeah.
Take it away, sir.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So good.
Did you spook yourself last night? Did you have nightmares?
No, I didn't. I think I had a pretty deep sleep, if I recall. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. I just kind of was like, stop. Don't do that. Just don't do that.
Don't do that.
I have to tell myself that though. And I wanted to watch the Ted Bundy thing, and I was like,
I just put that in my queue.
scared.
It popped up last night. I was like, what the fuck?
I started it last
Is it
night.
good?
Sometimes with Ted Bundy, I kind of tune out a little bit.
Yeah, we've talked about him a ton in our lives, I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm like, and everyone's always like, Andy was handsome. I'm like, I know. So? I don't know. I feel like everyone's obsessed with that fact about him.
He was just average too.
Yeah,
he was
right?
just,
He's not Zac Efron, actually.
He's
Oh my God. Yeah, he doesn't
honestly
have
though, think about
six pack.
I think for right now where we are in life, where an average white guy is starting to not be the cream of the crop. That I think that where I am in my personal growth of how I see the patriarchy and stuff, that I'm like, no, fuck him.
Yeah.
I don't like him at all. But I also know how.
Who's your main man now?
who's my main man? Always and forever, John Leguizamo from the past.
Oh yeah, from the
That's
past.
my husband's favorite movie from growing up.
It was in 8th grade and like junior high. I was like, love that movie.
Oh my
love
god, he
that.
can do like the whole beginning, and he turned it on for me, and I was like, "What
Which
is
way did it go?
happening?" 'Cause that one went over my head. Like I missed it at the time, and so it feels like very weird to try and watch it now without.
It's insane.
Yeah,
It was truly an insane movie. It's like a comedy version of The Game,
Yeah.
where they're hunting humans.
I gotta watch that. It sounds perfect.
It is great. And John Leguizamo is an amazing performer. He's like, I would say, like he's on the same like spectrum as like a Robin Williams type.
he's always been amazing.
He's been incredible.
and he's like a very good actor. Same as Robin Williams.
Yeah. He's
And his Broadway shows, if you ever get to see his like HBO specials, are all of them have been like, I think the first two were like my favorite, but like I just love them all. Just watching him do these characters, and
I'll have to check that out.
yeah, but watch it.
he does like one man
may have
shows
to
where he
watch
just
it.
plays like his whole character of all of the people in his life,
Whoa.
like growing up. So
That's cool.
but yeah,
So that's your ideal man.
I still think, I don't know what he's like these days, but I think I could still like John Leguizamo.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it.
I think so. I don't know what he's doing. He's been in stuff.
He's doing
popping
stuff.
up.
He's doing things,
He's
right?
doing
Great.
working a ton.
He's having
Great.
fun.
He's being great. So we always start by asking our guests, what, if anything, do you believe about the paranormal?
Okay, I believe in ghosts.
Thank God.
I believe, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
I believe in I believe that your soul goes somewhere.
Yes.
I like the idea that it does. I don't really like the idea of like it being just over, although I do find that like comforting on one level if that is the case. Like it's like that's okay if that happens because obviously I won't know and then that'll be fine.
Yeah.
But the idea of people and like pets and things that people that have passed away, I'm like, I like the idea that they're somewhere and that I don't know. So, but and then the problem is that opens the door for like creepy ghosts, and so I can believe in that too. And I'm like, what if they're just some fucking creep who's here right now?
Ew, little kids. Little kid
I don't think
ghost.
about kids. I think about men always.
Oh,
So it's like creepy men.
Yeah. Fucking nasty.
Yeah.
I don't need that in my life.
Yeah.
I hate
it's scary.
Now, creepy men ghosts, though, right?
Creepy men ghosts.
Creepypasta
Creepy
men.
men people are great.
I love a creepy man.
They're awesome. Oh my.
Whenever someone's like, hey, beautiful smile, I'm like, ooh, thank you. I will.
Thank you, creepy man.
Hi, creepy man.
I love you, creepy man.
Stay alive. Don't be a ghost.
Yeah, I'm never really mad when like some weird old like homeless guy compliments me. It's like fine. Like I'm like thanks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think some people are like fuck you or something.
Like, hey, we just need to give this guy a nod and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Fuck you, sir. Oh God.
So what about aliens?
Aliens, I think it would be closed-minded of me to say that they don't exist. I think that it's like very possible. I don't think about them basically ever. Yeah. And I'm not someone who's like concerned that I'm going to get abducted or that anyone I know will. I'm like, I was just, what was I listening to recently? Oh God, I'm going to be able to leave out all the important details that will make this story worth telling.
Good.
There's a woman and okay, she's Debbie, the mom of Debbie Reynolds. Okay, is the person I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
she really believes in this stuff. I think.
Okay.
I just heard about this, and that she like fully thinks her sibling or something was abducted by aliens. Like there was like a whole. I was listening to a podcast. I gotta get the details, okay? And maybe I'll fill it in for you later after we Google, and you can like make it make sense later.
Oh shit!
But yeah, like so there are people who like fully believe that stuff and like walk around living that existence. Like that seems, I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, like I'm assuming you believe in that.
I absolutely believe in them, but I've also and they freak me out, but I'm never worried that they're gonna pick me.
Yeah,
you know, like I'm truly just like I don't think.
It is really weird.
It's spooky to hear about people who are like, I've been abducted, but like, I'm not.
When I hear about people who have had abduction things, it almost feels like it's like never a one-off. It's sort of like throughout their lifetime. And so like, but also like it would
How
make
lucky are you?
sense though if someone's trying to study the life cycle of a human. Maybe.
Oh shit.
Now, see, when you picture an alien, do you picture it looking like what we see in stuff? Because I feel like what I always think of is like the generic thing that you have seen in movies. But then when I'm really considering it, I'm like, it's probably like some tiny thing. Like it could be like so small.
It's a giant octopus.
Yeah.
Giant floating octopus.
It's the Simpsons version.
Oh my God. I hope it's like Kodos and oh God.
I think there was an article like a few years ago that said that octopi have alien DNA.
Yeah.
But it's not real. They don't actually have alien DNA. They have DNA that is
we've never-
unlike any other species on the planet, but that does not mean that it's from another world.
I guarantee it's from another world. Those shits are fucking
Those guys are
crazy.
weird. Yeah.
They're so weird. But I used to think like, oh my God, aliens have to be like huge, like Independence Day style or whatever. And then it was like, no,
it would
could
make
be
sense that they're tinier.
They could be tiny and they could have no scientific ability. Like they could have no intelligence.
Yeah.
But besides like they're alive and they do eat and they do, whatever needs to happen.
Like they have to live.
Yeah. But it might not be as big of a deal as we're all imagining.
We always think about aliens as like what's analogous to us. But what if it is like analogous to flies?
Yeah.
Oh,
like what if it's like
right, like on another planet there's just like a ton of flies or whatever.
Or like whatever their version of like
yes.
would be like a little thing that's like it does have a life and it it can function and process, but like it's not trying to come here necessarily.
Right.
I don't know.
I think you're spot on.
Also, I've always heard like people like the theory, this is bummer, but the theory that like abduction things are sort of just like time lost because of trauma.
Oh, that's depressing.
Yeah.
Oh,
but I'll go with it. It makes sense.
It does make sense.
So
it's
what?
sad,
I blacked out for 2 years, and then everyone else is like,
yeah.
But like I went somewhere else. It's like, well, maybe it's just like, what is it called when you
an out of body experience?
Yeah, that kind of stuff. I don't know, guys. I'm just an expert. I don't know. So, have you had any spooky experiences?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Now, we have some like family lore sort of stories.
Fun.
And one of them I witnessed. And okay, so I'll tell you. So there was one that my mom just reminded me of on the phone, that when my great grandma died, I was not alive. They were sitting around a couple days after her funeral and talking about her. And then my grandma had this tea cart with a teapot on it, and the top of the pot just shot off and landed on the floor.
Whoa. What?
So they all are just like, that's her. Like, that's like, okay, so that's one. Now, another story that I have, and this one is like this is the one that like is just so stupid. But I just talked to my mom and she said, this happened. I didn't prank you. Like we've always been kind of like, is it real or did someone do this to my family? And my mom just said, because I was like, I swear to God, you told me that this was fake and you admitted it one time. And she was like, that would only have been to not
have
scare
you freak out. Yes.
This did happen. So I was like probably 9 or something. And my aunt was visiting and we got a message on our answering machine that said, you have a collect call from, and then it went to like the kind of a staticky noise and it said, Grandpa Joe.
No.
It was my great grandpa. Oh. And
calling collect too. That's my favorite.
So 90s.
Grandpa Joe, I'm doing okay in the afterlife.
No, but we heard it. It was real.
Fuck.
And it was like muffled and it sounded like, we all thought it sounded like he was in a bar and he owned a bar. And so it was like, it sounded like that. And we were all screaming, like freaking out. And my mom and my aunt were like laughing, but like crying.
Yes.
But like, so we were like, is it fake? Like my brother and I were just like, what is this?
Yes.
Like, and my mom, they stood by it forever, but I do think there was a point, because there was a point where I let it go and I was like, oh, that was a trick. And because she had told me it was fake, and today she said no. And then she also said there's a detail that she said where I was like, I don't think I should say that because it kind of discredits the story. But she was like,
good.
That the number was 1-800-HEAVEN. I was like,
On caller ID?
Yeah, no, we didn't have caller ID. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, but it makes it sound fake suddenly. So I'm like, I can't
and the number was 1-800-HEAVEN.
Like he was calling from 1-800-HEAVEN instead of collect. I was like, I don't think so. I think if I remember listening to it and it was a collect call.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. So that was a really scary one. And this was my grandpa who died when I was in my great grandpa who died when I was in kindergarten. And I was always kind of afraid of him because after he passed away, because it was like maybe my first funeral where I saw the body. Like I put this together recently because I would always think he was in my closet when I was little, like, and I could like picture him like standing in there. I know. And I would get so scared and I would never like check or anything. I would just lay there and be like, oh God, I think he's in there, but he's probably not, but I think he is. And then that was who the call was from. And so like to me, there's like a sort of like spooky thing about him, even though he was a very nice person. And I did know him a little when he was alive, but that story always kind of stays with me.
I love it so much.
It's so weird.
Collect call.
I know.
Ooh, well, we had Jackie on. Have you heard her?
No, I don't think so.
It was a similar thing of like
Aunt Sis. Her great aunt Sis called.
Like in real life would call often, like kind of late at night or whatever, and then she passed away.
Yeah, this is Jackie Michelle Johnston. What is she? I forget what we call her on the pod, but Jackie Michelle is her handle, right?
Yes, Jackie _ Michelle with one L. Yeah. Yes. Very familiar from Natch Butte.
Yeah. And when she passed, I think it happened multiple times where the phone would ring like late at night, pick it up, and she'd be like, "Hi, sis," or what, like something like that, and it was her aunt's voice. Yeah, and it happened multiple times to where like at one point her dad grabbed the phone from her mom
because he didn't
believe, and the same thing happened. Like,
that's fun. Okay, that makes my story feel more plausible.
Absolutely,
because I've always thought that was such an insane story. But yeah, and it is. But like, wow, how scary is that? Okay, my mom has another one that she told me. Yeah, there are two more that she mentioned on the phone. Yeah, she has a lot of these things that are always happening to her. She was like, her friend passed away in the 80s or early 90s, and a few days after, she was like sitting on the couch and she felt a cold breeze like pass through her, and she heard Trish, which is her name, and she thought it was him.
My God.
That one freaks me out. I'm like, I don't think I could be sitting on the couch and feel that and then be like okay with myself.
And have somebody say your name. Like, no.
Very scary.
Okay, and now this story reminds me of Mono's story, which I think is so creepy.
One of the scariest stories in the world.
You know that one, obviously.
Yes. Yeah, he was on.
I assumed he told it on there. Yeah,
maybe episode number 2.
Maybe I listened to it because I heard it in full. Okay, so this one is just kind of creepy in that same way of like, how did that happen? My aunt was staying in town and was staying at my house and in my childhood bedroom, and my mom was asleep in her room, and my mom woke up the next day and she told my dad, like, I had this really scary dream that there was... She's like, it's just so weird. It was like this African-American man standing outside of the bedroom window and on the second floor and what would be my room. And he was just standing there and looking in. And he was as tall as the house.
No.
So you could just look in. And then he was whistling and sat down in the backyard like, okay. So my mom was just like, it was just a really creepy dream. And then my aunt woke up and she was like, oh, I just had the weirdest dream.
No.
There was a man looking in the window. I mean, it was exactly the same.
Oh my God.
So what is that?
That's knuckin' futz.
That's fucking rare.
My God.
It's crazy. And what is that? I don't know.
Sisters.
It's like a thing. Yeah, I know. It's like she called it like parallel dreaming or something. I don't know, but it's like what? I don't know what that is.
I don't even know. Other than that's like a Slender Man too.
I know. It's really creepy to me to think of someone having the same dream.
That is so
it's not
scary.
as scary as Mono's, but
no, that's
his
awful.
was next level.
Ew, and a tall.
I know. I know. They did someone being like as tall as your house is like just really and like peeking in. It's very
they
scary.
watch
Horrifying.
Alice in Wonderland and then like some other movie with that man.
yeah, that was the whole thing.
You know, Alice in Wonderland where she's like looking in the
Ooh,
window.
isn't that so interesting too? How you were saying like your mom has a lot of this stuff happen.
Yeah,
like, I feel that's the case. Is a lot of times like one person will have multiple things being like that. I don't know what it is.
And I think she's really open to it.
Yes.
Like even though sometimes it kind of creeps her out, she like really likes these stories and loves to tell them. So I feel like she's receptive and they can get in.
Yeah.
Yes,
you know?
absolutely.
She's fertile soil.
Yeah.
Fertile soil. That's what I was gonna say.
And we've like talked about
say.
like like with my mom, like would I want her to try to contact me? I don't know. Like what do you guys feel about that? Like if you talked to somebody before they died and you were like, if the light turns on, I'll know it's you or something. Like, would you want that? Or like, I don't know.
Oh, I would.
Yeah.
I feel my gut was saying yes. Like my immediate thing was yes, but then I'd be like, I would get scared.
I know. I wonder, maybe it wouldn't feel scary if you knew who it was.
Yeah.
Absolutely, though. I think for sure I would.
I threatened Mono that I'm going to haunt the shit out of him when I die. He's toast. He's toast, man.
You're both going to be 90.
Still living together at 90 years old.
You and Mono are going to be so old.
I'm going to be so old and I'm going to scare him. I can't wait. I don't know. Would you not want to?
I don't know. I think about it a lot, like because I do whenever something weird happens in my house or whatever, like I immediately think that it's somebody.
Yes.
I don't think that just happened, you know, like but I don't, it doesn't really comfort me, and I don't know that I'm like labeling it with a certain person, so maybe that's part of it. Like if I were to go like, okay, that's this pleasant person that I enjoy and that's who's doing that, then maybe that'd feel good. Or somebody I miss or something. But I think usually my instinct is like, I know. It's like I don't think like,
oh fuck, it's
I don't
after
think
me.
my grandpa, yay! Like,
Have you ever like gone to a psychic to try to contact some, or just I guess in general?
Yes, I have. Well, so I did this mini podcast series called Psychic Show, which was on Stitcher Premium. It's probably still there, but it's psychic and then show with a P. So it's like psychic. But I was always afraid of psychics, and the reason being that my dad had an experience with a psychic when I was a kid, and this person predicted a lot of things that really happened in our lives. And so it was like, it always seemed so real to me that I was afraid to try it myself. But the story with my dad is interesting because it was like he is an architect, and he has at the time he was building something and had construction workers there and whatever. And this one guy always spoke on the phone every week to a psychic in Texas.
What?
That he like paid.
That's so expensive.
I know. I don't even know how much it costs, but I assume, right? Like it's like you're calling a person and paying them every week, and you have like a
therapy,
session. Yeah. And the psychic one time brought up my dad and said, "Is there this type of person that you're working with? Okay, well these things are for him or whatever." And I don't know if my dad ended up talking to her or if she just told the guy and then he told my dad. But it was one of the things was that like one of your children has an illness. And I had like a heart problem when I was born. So my dad was really thinking it was about me, but then it turned out to be about my brother. Like years later, he's fine. But it was like very specific where the part of the body she mentioned, all of the things that she mentioned, all were true.
God. I
And
just got
undiagnosable
chills.
until later. So it was like it was probably there. And then she predicted the style of buildings he would be building, in which were a style he had never done and had no interest in doing, but it was like this series of low, flat, white buildings, and he was hired by like a Japanese company to build these specific buildings. It was like very specific, and it was never his taste or anything he had done before. And so there were just a handful of these things. So he would never tell us everything that she said because he was like, well, I just want to see if it'll happen.
See if it happens.
So like, all of these things had happened, and it was so I always was just like, oh God, I'm like too scared to go to a psychic and have it be true and like know everything. Like I don't want to know my future. Like I feel like there's something like, what if it was bad, or even if it's good, that I'm expecting something. It's like, I just don't want to expect anything. But so for this show, I thought it'd be interesting to go and try to do it like as a experiment and like have a podcast and like see what it was. So I went to 3 different types of psychics. I went to an energy healer, a tea leaf reader, and a tarot card reader.
Fun.
And it was really fun, but the only one that really got me was the energy healer. And I was like fully crying and like had chills from my experience with her. And
did you record it all?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm so curious if I would ever listen to it back, because even like I edited it down for the podcast and left out a lot of like personal things I talked about, but even still, it's like so weird to hear yourself in like a vulnerable conversation. But she was so it was really just like she was sitting on a couch and I was on a couch, and she was just like talking to me and telling me things and asking me questions, and then she would go off of the questions with like things that she was feeling, and it felt very believable and like also like real. Like it felt like she could really sense this stuff and pull it. She was pulling, like talking about my grandma who had passed away and like listing like personality traits that were specific and true and not like something you could just say about anyone. And then at the end she had me do sort of like an energy thing where she like guided me through this thing, and I got like chills, and it was like really emotional. It was so weird. And I left being like, I'm buzzing. Like I was like, I felt crazy, and I had never had an experience like that. I was like, that was so wild. And like, no matter what it was, I thought it was cool. Like I felt crazy inside. Then for the tea leaf and the tarot card, I was much more skeptical and like could kind of see how it was happening, and like it was, you know, the tea leaf one, she kind of said on the recording like, this is just for fun, and like we, you know, this is we're not saying this is like a, you know, so that kind of deflated a little bit of it. I'm sure they had to do that if I was recording it anyway, and they can't like be held accountable for like some crazy thing they say is going to happen in my life. That was kind of not that great. And then the tarot card reading, I felt like was really just like throwing stuff at the wall. Like I was just like, this is kind of like, anything could be said here. Anything could be interpreted any way that we want to please me. Like,
exactly.
So I don't know. I did have an urge. I was in San Francisco last weekend. We were both there, and I had the urge to go to a psychic because I kept walking past these psychic places, and I was like, kind of want to go talk to someone in one of these. But I don't know. I think if I'm going to do it ever again, it would have to be like the most beloved psychic that everyone likes and like people believe and trust. Like I don't want to just pick a random person.
It's the one where it's like, I feel you did it with somebody who, like a
recently,
psychic that a lot of people that we know like, go to.
I want to ask who it is, but can we say on here?
Yeah, I think so. Her name is Gemma. Gemma Inspires is her website. I don't think she hates business.
Yeah, sure.
She's a businesswoman. Yeah. But like recently we invited her to come on a vacation with us too, because so many of us have used her, but we're like, why don't you just come and we'll like go to Sedona?
Is she like our age? Or like what's her deal?
I think she's like around our age.
I always think of them as like
our
old
friend.
ladies.
Me too.
No, she's like very like, she's like from Brooklyn girl, like very like, you know, like no nonsense kind of voice.
And we
talked. We talked on the phone.
Psychic
I'm reading
that. But our mutual friend Beth Newell, who also has been on the podcast, she has been going to her for years, and they have actually a close friendship now. But like, she was the one.
Oh my God, should I try it?
I think you would like her.
I would try it.
Like I like her a lot. But what's cool about her, or like I think Beth's story is so interesting because like Beth started going to her a long time ago, and then she was like, you know, you're a writer and I don't understand why you're not writing, and sort of like opened up this side of
Beth.
Beth.
God, I would love if someone just said that to me.
But like now Beth has Reductress.
No,
like,
she's like a full-on writer. Like
truly, like she co-founded Reductress. Like that like totally changed her trajectory of like what she thought of her life. Like
Betsy,
she was just
You know you're a Taco Bell employee.
You know you're a Taco Bell manager.
Well, the manager, yes.
The confusing thing that Gemma said to me was she was like, you're supposed to be, she's like, I keep seeing that you're supposed to be using your voice. Like, are you a singer? Like, or should you be singing? And then I was like, no, I don't know. But then I was like, I didn't think about it till truly a day and a half later that I was like, oh, I podcast. Like, I have 3 podcasts.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you're using your voice.
Yeah, that is what that is. Yeah.
But she wasn't like,
she was able to interpret it.
But yeah, she had a lot of, like, she knew about this cat. She knew about old dogs. She knew about like friends from college who I like have not thought about that like have passed over. Like, and like,
okay, I want to go.
Try it.
Oh my God,
and
let's do
she
it.
does like life coaching stuff too.
Oh, that's cool.
Like her thing is like, she's like, I'm not trying to tell you the future. I'm trying to help you like unlock what you're capable of.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, she's cool.
That's like, I kind of go into that thinking a little bit with like astrology, and like I don't know how much I want to buy into it, but there are people that like there's like astrologer people that people love where they will read your chart and like how that kind of opens up like how you should be living or
always laughing about Susan Miller's tweets.
Yes.
Susan
My friend
Miller.
ran into her at Dry Bar recently.
Susan Miller?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Astrology's own fame.
Yes.
And like she like read her, you know, she like kind of told her birthday and Susan like did like a live
off the top
read.
of her head.
It is like you were like having somebody else tell you a thing that maybe you even think or thinking about, having them be like, oh, you should like. It helps open you up.
Totally. I feel like I've been wanting to learn guitar for a long time, but and I have one and I haven't picked it up and I'm like afraid or something.
Yeah.
But the idea of someone being like, you're meant to be playing guitar, you know, I'd be like,
yes, you're like, I knew. Okay, great.
Finally.
It would give you that extra push. Be like, oh yeah, I need to learn how to shred, dude. I want to go to Gemma.
Yeah.
Well, I just talked to her on the phone, but I guess we could like.
Oh, I love a phone call.
Yeah, or she'll do like Skype or
That's
whatever.
like low key.
I like that.
So I haven't met her in person yet, so I hope the Sedona trip actually like pans out for her. We're going anyway, but we want to be a part of those vortexes out there.
Oh yeah, you want her to be there too with that.
We're trying to get
helpful
that vortex
energy.
What if she freaks out from all the energy?
Maybe. Honest, wouldn't that be a sight to see though?
That would be. That would be.
Okay,
wild.
wait. I like the idea of doing a phone session. That does feel less intimidating. Like I don't know. It feels like less scary.
Yeah, because she like doesn't need. Also, like this is just something I was just telling a previous guest because we're stacking them up today. But I had a pet telepath. Like
okay, wait. I want to do this. A pet psychic.
A pet psychic talk about my cat because
I
he's been like
do this.
a little keyed up lately.
How did it go?
It was so funny because she gave me like this is just over the phone again. She like is able to like communicate telepathically, so she doesn't need to be there. But she's like, I need to biolocate you first. So she's like, I need you to. Yeah,
Telepathic.
but she was like, I need you to like. I need to biolocate you first. I need you to do this meditation so that I can pick up on you. And then, but like he was around for the whole session. Like he wanted to like normally he's doing his own thing, but he's like, he needed to be all over me. And it was the funniest like laundry list of demands from him.
What did he want?
What does he want?
He doesn't love his name Bo because it sounds like he's being scolded.
Oh, like no.
Yeah, he can't tell the.
So cute.
He can't tell the difference sometimes.
So funny.
But she was like, maybe something. She was like, kept trying to get me to call him Beau Francois or something like that, something like French. But I was like, but I was saying Monsieur Beau for a while. But I don't know.
That's funny.
He wants. He considers the couch to be his bed, and he doesn't like that we are always on it.
Feels true.
So he asks for 2 beds. He would like 2 beds of his own that we don't touch. He doesn't like there's another cat. There was like I had some feral cats in the attic. He doesn't like them, and he doesn't like the other cat in the back. That's
I saw
roommate's.
you captured that one. That was
I did.
Oh my god, good.
I was so happy to capture.
Yeah.
We're doing TNR with a rescue, guys. So we're
What's
gonna
TNR?
It's trap, neuter, release. But the baby, I think, will be adopted. The mommy's feral, but he didn't like them. He would like to try different foods. He would like to try carrots. He would like to try dry food. He said that
Giving him
sometimes
carrots yet?
he doesn't want to eat them. He just wants to sniff them. But he like talked about, she's like, he's showing me bananas. Do you have bananas? I was like, everyone has
He's
bananas.
showing me bananas.
She's like, he like really wants me to know that he's smart and he like sees stuff. Like she was like, he noticed that you painted your nails, which is sort of out of the ordinary. I don't normally paint my nails.
That's a crazy thing for her to say.
Bold.
And then she's like,
you aren't sitting in front of her. Like,
no, I'm on the phone.
That's crazy.
That's why.
And then like most women do paint their nails, but I really don't. But
well, and I mean, I do and I don't. And like, she could easily have caught me with none, and I'd be like, well, I don't have my nails
but
painted.
specifically for the past like 6 weeks, I have kept up. Like I just have been. And she's like, she's like, he's just letting me. He wants me to know that he like notices stuff, that he's like
it's really
smart,
sweet, and also
he's
like
very sweet.
sad. Like,
yeah, and
notice me, I'm smart.
I noticed stuff about you.
And that like the skateboarder, she was like, does someone skateboard? And I was like, no, but there is a skateboarder on our street. She's like, yeah, he's talking about that guy. Like he's just like, I see stuff, don't you know?
I love this.
I love it.
Oh wait,
so
my friend
much.
had a pet psychic about her cat who was peeing on everything for no reason all of a sudden. And the cat also wanted its name changed.
Oh, yeah, cats. Because I was like, should I name him Samson? She's like, no, he's
Santa?
already too... Samson is right. But she was like, he's already too, like, strong. Like, he's already too strong and tough. He doesn't need a strong name.
Oh.
Because he's, like, already like, I'm the boss.
Name him Wiener.
Yeah, name him
Hey,
Timmy.
Wiener.
He's so... But
Loves
honestly,
it.
he has been better behaved since we spoke.
Wow.
The big request, though, is that he would like me to get a boyfriend. He likes men.
Oh my God, this is
Bo.
hilarious.
She's
And
like,
then
"Are
did you
you-
get that cat tree after the conversation?
No, he's had that cat tree.
Okay.
He's the king. But it's so funny. Like, and I was like, and he bites me a lot. She's like, I guess put peppermint oil on. I don't know. Cats don't like that.
Does he like this, the little bowl thing?
Yes.
I'm looking at that going, my cat would love that.
Oh yeah, I got a cat tree that's got like
He
a little
chills in
hammock
it.
bowl.
I need to get, it's probably the right thing to do, right? Just-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
You don't need a pet psychic to tell you. You definitely need. But like,
Yeah.
he just wants more. He wants more. He wants more attention. He wants me to know he's smart. He wants
Wow.
me to respect him. And also she said, but he says he's like fragile. And I was like, no, he's not. She's like, I know. I can tell he's not. She's like, but he wants you to know, so you can't be mean. You can't like scold him. I know he doesn't like when I say he's a bad boy. I always call him a bad boy, that he's like my bad boy. But she's like, he doesn't like that.
She said it specifically, or she was like, don't scold him?
She said,
I'm impressed by
don't
both.
call him bad. He wants to like just redirect and be like, be a good boy.
I think she said enough things that were specific to you that I believe it.
Does your cat
That's
care if she's a bad girl?
I don't call her that.
Yeah.
I don't really react much to bad things she does. She's 13. It's
Yeah.
been a long relationship.
Yeah,
I kind
yeah.
of just go like, you threw up, all right? And
I
like,
get
yeah,
it.
yeah. So
You've
like,
lived a whole
it's
life.
a pretty low key interaction we have going on. But she's been meowing a lot at night in like a different way where she's like, oh
no.
and it sounds like shit. And I'm like in my bed, like, can you shut up? And I find myself telling her to shut up a lot.
Oh.
And I would be curious. She probably hates that, but I feel like something shifted that I want to find out. I'm like, is she having some sort of issue or like, and then I tweeted about it, which of course is just
The worst.
because it opened up just the most annoying. I did get a couple responses that I thought were kind of interesting. One person said maybe her night vision is getting worse with her older age. And so she gets, when you turn off all the lights,
Yeah.
she's like confused.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's either a vision or an ear or hearing.
Yeah, it would make sense because it really
like-
happens once I turn on all the lights.
I actually remember you tweeting this because someone was like, it could be cat dementia. And that
I
was,
was like,
so
why are you trying to
That
ruin
is
my
so
life
sad.
with this? Now I'm like,
That is so sad.
suddenly she doesn't know who she is. Like, I can't think about that.
She's seeing like mice that aren't there.
Yeah, she forgets me. We don't have time for this.
She's
No,
getting on
we
buses.
can't. That makes me want to cry. That's
She,
so
le-
sad.
she wanders out the house and gets on a bus and ends up downtown, and then she's wandering around.
Yes. Eating old pizza like Miranda's mom.
Oh my God.
I don't have time.
Steve's mom.
Yeah, Steve's mom.
Like, Tony, this pizza tastes like
Garbage.
garbage.
It's one of the best scenes of the whole show.
It's really, it's
God.
when you understand Miranda in a whole new way.
And then she's bathing her and stuff, and it's so sweet.
It's the series finale.
Yeah, really, really sweet.
Oh yeah, Betsy, go watch. Were you
I've seen
serious?
them.
Have you never seen?
No, I've
say
seen
start-
the movies multiple times.
Those are trash.
No, you
but
can't.
Fun.
Start at episode 1 and watch them all.
Okay. I'll give it a whirl.
There's
I'll
a
give it
real
shot.
shift. Episode 1 is like,
Yeah.
you can really feel that pilot vibe about it, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
it tapers off around 4.
I will say, like the first few episodes are horrible because they do kind of a man on the street thing. They have like a lot of weird elements going on and like talking to the camera. It's not good, and then they drop that really quickly, and it becomes what it is.
It's like episode 4. They're like, all right, we're gonna stop like having other characters talk directly to the camera.
Like who you'll never see again and who don't matter at all too. It's always like a guy on a bench who's like, when my wife doesn't suck my dick, I get pissed, and it's like, why are we talking to him?
Whoa, that's so
I mean, it's
strange.
actors, but it's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Super weird.
Whoa.
Do you have any other paranormal stories for us?
I don't think I do really. That's kind of it from my memory, but I have to say, like, I don't dwell on my experience as much because I try to go like, that's not what I think it is. Like I think I could probably hold on to a lot of weird things that have happened and think that they were ghosts, but I have to just kind of tell myself it's not.
Because it's too
right
scary.
there.
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah. And I've had things even like recently where like a light bulb that I just put on will like go out again. And I'm like, but then I'm like, no, it's just like, I'll just go tap it and then it works. You know, it's just like I didn't screw it in. I have to tell myself like, it's not that. But I have a lot of psychic things that on like a daily basis where I'll be thinking of someone and then they'll text me like stuff happens to me all the time. Yeah. And I was like in the middle of something yesterday and I'll have full daydreams about a person and then they'll reach out to me, or like I'll have a daydream that predicts exactly what they're going to do. Like someone had asked me to email these like questions for their website, like answering some questions.
Yeah.
And I took a week, like I was taking too long to do it. And I was like, oh, I'm going to sit down and do this. I feel like she's going to email me and say like, when are you going to do this? And as I was doing the questions, she emailed me and said like, hey, I just want to remind you. And I was like, so that kind of stuff, like I kind of stopped saying it. Like I say it to certain, like I said it to her. I was like, I feel like I'm a psychic because I just thought this whole thing.
Yeah.
I have it so often that I kind of don't always say it because it's like I feel like it doesn't sound true.
Yeah.
But like there are enough things where I'll be like, I bet this person is going to ask me this thing, and then they do, or like I feel like that person's going to reach out to me, or like, oh, I should really text that person, then they'll call me. It's like very.
There was this happened to me and Drew Tarver one time. Like I hadn't seen him in a while, and I just like texted him something of just like, oh, I love you, man, something like that, of just like, what happened was it was our on Facebook friend anniversary, and I saw that. I was like, hey, it's our Facebook friend anniversary, I love you, man, whatever. And then UCB on the Instagram that exact day, like we were exchanging like just loving each other so much, they posted a bunch of pictures of me and Drew in shows together.
Weird.
And so then like we both saw that and we're like, what the fuck?
That is so
That's
weird.
so wild.
That is really weird.
And it was all on the same
Especially
day.
if
It was
you-
just like,
If you didn't like repost the anniversary
I
thing.
never did. Like,
Yeah.
neither one of us did. It was just kind of like, well, cool.
Yeah.
And then
I
we
love
were like,
stuff like that.
something is in the air. Like,
I know. Well, I kind of like, I like it because it feels like synchronicity. Like it's like you're doing the right thing at the right time, that like this thing is happening when it's supposed to. And like, I'll have them that are like in weird ways where I'll picture a whole scenario. Like I was at Mary's house and I brought her some cookies, and then we left them at her house, and then we left, and I was like, I feel like Matt's gonna come home, he's not gonna know whose cookies those are, he's gonna eat them without asking Mary, and then she'll never have gotten to have any of the cookies that I made her. And that's literally what happened. So then she was like, Matt ate all my cookies, and I was like, I knew he was going to, like, it was just like a weird
isn't that
feeling of like,
you might be like,
I think I have enough
you
of
have
those.
something.
There's something there. And my
mo-
mom and I have it with each other a lot, where we'll be thinking about each other at the same time.
Yes.
Gotta tell you,
Yeah.
I almost, you better, if you talk to this psychic that I know, you better be ready.
Okay, I want to talk to her.
Because what I mean is I think it'll open you up. I think
fucking give me her number.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
I
What if
think
you
it'll
become like a huge
Oh
psychic?
my God, I'm getting excited.
Oh my God.
I think it'll flip a switch for you.
I'm so excited.
That would be so cool.
That would be rad.
I have already said this on the podcast, but I just want to tell you the thing that was the craziest that she said was that she was like, there's a dog over here, and she's like, and I'm seeing the Wizard of Oz, and I was like, his name is Ozzy. I like got chills. My dog from home was Ozzy.
Oh my God.
And then he still fucks with the cat. He like comes here and he fucks with the cat. But then she's like, there's
Wait.
yeah.
Like, do you think
that-
like when the cat's like playing at nothing, that's like what that is? Or
There
like
was like a whole time period where, and I talked about it multiple times on this podcast, where I thought Bo was playing with, like, I had a room empty for a while, and he had never been allowed in there. So I was just, as it was empty, letting him hang out in there, and I would hear the closet door opening and closing, and every time I went in there, he would never be in.
Ooh.
I don't think I love that.
But I think, but she was like,
I gotta get out of this house.
I gotta run right
but
now.
she said it was my
away.
dog.
Well, I like this because sometimes my dog, like I enjoy having a dog because she'll bark at the door if someone's knocking. It makes me feel like, okay, there's like,
Yes.
you don't want to come in here. It's annoying. You know,
Yeah.
if nothing else, this dog won't stop barking as you try to rob me or something. But like when we go to bed, just recently, she's been like growling at nothing. Like I won't even hear anything.
Lauren.
I know, and that's the stuff where I'm afraid to like bring it up. But like she'll just be like, you know, like sitting at the bed, like staring at nothing. I want to believe maybe it's like an old pet. Like maybe that
Wouldn't that
be
be
nice?
fun?
Because she would do that at another, like a dog or something.
I like that definitely.
I like that so much more than like an old man,
Yes,
creepy old
me
man
too.
ghost.
Like, okay, if it's like Mike's old dog coming in or something, I'm like, that would be sweet.
Also, like, my dad, like 2 weeks after Ozzy died, my dad heard his like collar jingle and the dog bark outside, like he wanted to come in. So he woke up in the middle of the night to let the dog in. And he like stood out there looking. He was like, I just kept I knew he was dead, but I kept expecting
It was
him
so
to show
real.
up. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, wait. I want to call Gemma.
I want to know every step of what happens.
I'm really excited. I'm less nervous about it actually.
And also she's like a real like feminist, and like her whole like she's very much into like helping women not just like empower themselves, but helping women who are in dangerous situations to get out of them. Like she does amazing work like that.
And how long was your phone session?
It was only supposed to be a 20-minute session, but we talked 35, and I was like, oh my God, we could talk forever. Like,
wow.
But
I'm gonna call her too.
I'm going to give you guys both her info.
Yes,
It's really exciting.
Do you have time to listen to a ghost story? All right, I'm going to pull it up.
Hi, ladies. Love your podcast. My name is Samantha, and I have a ghost story for you. So it's going to start out kind of sad, but I promise it has a beautiful ending. So when I was about 5, my uncle, my mom's brother, passed away of a heroin overdose. Yeah, I know, heavy, but I promise, hang in there. When it happened, my mom was just absolutely destroyed because they'd come from kind of a rough family background, and they'd grown up basically only having each other. But where she just ended up getting married young and going into that kind of life, he got into crime and drugs and was in and out of jail. And every time he'd go out, you know, she would welcome him in the home and try to get him back on his feet. But when drugs would come back into the picture, she'd have to kick him out. So when he passed away, she just felt so guilty for not having been able to save him from his addiction. And basically that's when a bunch of weird stuff started happening around our house. The first thing that I can remember happening, so like I said, the drug of choice had been heroin, and my parents are musicians. My dad plays guitar, mom sings, and my dad sings too, and he sounds like Neil Young. And Neil Young has the song Needle in the Damage Done. But it's like, you know, on the middle of whatever album it came out on. So, and that was my uncle's favorite song. So it happened that one night we're all sitting around the dinner table, and the stereo in the basement turns on and starts playing that song. Goes straight to that song. So my dad just kind of goes downstairs into the basement and looks around. There's no one there. Sorry, that sound is my coffee being ready. And basically just says, cut it out, Frank. Because my uncle had also been a bit of a joker in his lifetime. So that happened a couple times where the stereo in the basement would turn on and go straight to that song. The next thing that happened, my mom was writing for the local newspaper at the time. She had a weekly humor column. And, of course, she would always wait until close to the deadline to write it. So there was one night, she was in her office, in her house, working on her column, and we had all already gone upstairs to go to bed. And she starts hearing her voice, or her name being called. Donna. And it keeps getting louder. So she goes upstairs thinking that it's my dad calling her. She wakes him up because he was asleep, and she was like, Brandy, were you calling me? And he's like, no, I'm obviously sleeping. Please go away. So, kind of freaked out. She goes back downstairs. Me and my brother were already asleep, so it wasn't us either. And she goes back to working on her computer. And sure enough, shortly later, she starts to hear her name being called again. So she says, that's it, go to bed. She goes away. So here, the climax really, and what stopped everything was one night, my mom, while she was sleeping, she had a dream. And in the dream, my uncle came to her and just gave her a hug and a kiss and said, I love you, everything's okay, goodbye. And that's when everything in our house stopped. And actually, interestingly, some stuff started to happen then in his son's house. His son was having some issues. So that's the story of my uncle. And throughout the years, like, funny things have happened, maybe on Halloween, like the motion sensor candy bowl will go off, trick or treat, and no one touched it or anything. So we like to assume sometimes that he came back to visit. Hope you liked my story.
Really good.
Well, it reminds me of what my mom
Samantha.
said about the whisper of her name.
Yes.
Like, it makes it,
Yes.
That's interesting. Has that come up a bunch? People whispering things like that?
That's like a common trope and
Yeah. It
Like
feels
ghosts.
so...
too scary.
Because, part of what I think, like the skeptic in me is like, it's your brain playing tricks on you. But like, would my brain imagine someone whispering my name?
Yeah,
You know what
I
mean?
feel
don't know.
my
It's
brain
like,
would be like, hey, I'm right behind
Yeah.
you.
You're safe. This is
Don't
fine.
worry. I just want to say hey, like rather than the creepiest
yeah.
thing.
When her coffee pot went off, we all got terrible. We all just freaked
that
out.
was one of the scariest moments of my life.
Thank God Samantha told us that it was a
Yeah.
coffee
Yeah.
pot because we were all like,
Yeah.
we all like
I was like, he's
crawled up
coming
the
through
couch.
the speaker.
Yeah, oh, no.
The music turning on in the middle of the album is that feels just true.
Yes.
Like it just
Yeah.
is like that's
And
who
it
that
being
was.
his favorite
Yeah.
song, and just
Yeah.
like, oh man.
My TV turned on by itself last night, or so I think. I was a little stoned. I left the room thinking I turned it off, and then I heard talking, and I was like, I have to go back
Fuck,
and
that
turn it
happens
off.
to
But I
me
was
when
like,
I'm
oh, I don't want it.
stoned, too.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could have swore because I'll think about
I
it.
know. I'm like, I think I turned it off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And then it's just creepy. I'm like, just if it goes on again, I literally said to myself last night, if it goes on again, it's not a ghost. Like I was like, it's not. I just don't go
Ghosts
on again.
Never do the same thing twice.
No.
Everybody knows
no.
ghosts are one and done. That's the thing about ghosts that we all agree upon,
I
right?
was just trying to set myself up so if, in case it happened, I wouldn't be like, ah!
Yeah,
You know,
right.
I have never done this, but I totally should. I have a remote on my phone that as long as I'm on the Wi-Fi, it will work, and
yeah.
I should scare someone
Yeah.
watching
That would
my
be a
We
good
have
trick.
that at our house. Oh,
That's a fun.
I should do
Yeah.
that. Gilly will die.
Well, you do a tomato though.
I'll do a tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be like you have to be talking about creepy stuff, and then you go to bed first.
Yes. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
could just do it right
Yeah.
from my room.
Wouldn't it be so fun if you just threw on some porn though?
I could from my phone or my computer,
You
just
could
like
throw
Apple
it.
Connect,
Yeah.
a bunch of porno on there.
And he would be like, "Cool, thank you."
Thank you, Ghost.
This has been so fun.
Lauren,
Lauren.
thank you so
Fun.
much. This was a dream.
Thank you, and I feel good because I didn't get too creeped out by
Yeah,
our
it's
Yeah,
conversation.
no.
No.
Hit up Gemma, and
gotta
then
hit up
we'll
Gemma.
have an
Okay, yeah.
update.
Yeah.
Plug all the things you'd like to plug.
Okay, well, everyone should watch Crashing.
Yes.
Season 3 is on right now on HBO. I'm on The Big Bang Theory from time to time, and then listen to my podcast. I have Raised by TV with John Gabris, and we talk about like 80s and 90s, like nostalgia, all
what
this
a
shit we
dream.
grew up on, and we also have on older people who talk about what they grew up on, so it's not just that generation specifically. We have yet to have someone on who's like 20 who has like different. That would be interesting because I think
That would be
there's
wild.
a level of people who are like,
Yeah.
I don't get it, you guys sound old.
Yeah.
So if you're 33 or whatever, you'll love it.
Gonna love it. It's great.
Gabris is 37, so I feel like in that sweet spot. And then I do Freedom, which is another podcast I have with Paul F. Tompkins and Scott Aukerman, where we just share like stories from our lives and we
Yes.
play dumb games, and it's very
So
fun.
fun.
And it's all available wherever you get your podcasts. And then I also have with special guest Lauren Lapkus, my improv
Yeah.
podcast,
Yeah.
and it's coming back.
Is it? Oh,
It's
that's
been on a long
great.
hiatus, but it's coming
That's
back.
great.
So look out for that.
And then, hey, go check out your Stitcher Premium, the psychic show.
Yes, yeah, you could hear all that. So if you go to
Show with a
stitcherpremium.com
Just
/raised by
search
TV, use code
Lauren.
TV, you get a month free. You can listen to all this
Oh,
trash
great.
and then delete it. You know, what do I care?
We don't give a shit.
Because it's only 3 episodes, right?
Psychic show is 3 episodes or maybe 4. Yeah, but it's
Awesome.
and then but it's all old about my life. So it's not when you listen to it. I was in a different place in my life, so a lot of my things that
how
I'm talking about
interesting.
are completely irrelevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This has been so fun.
Thanks
Lauren.
for having me.
Thank you.
I just waved at you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.